In the last week or two, the heightened voices that the Patriots are not as advertised. They've had a vanilla opponents, vanilla schedule. They are not as strong as the Ravens. There are other teams in the AFC that could knock them off their perch. There are definitely teams in the NFC that are stronger than them. Are all of these people leading us down another blind Patriots alley?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about kind of how mediocre the Patriots are. The 9-1 Patriots. 9-1.
Right.
That's how bad they are. And the fact that Tom Brady is nowhere near his best. What if he actually improves this season? What if he gets better than the way that he's been playing?
Sure.
Then what?
Hits his stride in the final third of the season.
Exactly. This team is still absolutely terrifying because the offense doesn't even need to do that much because the defense is scoring points. The defense is limiting every single team that it plays. Now, it's going to be a different conversation in the postseason up against the likes of the Ravens and potentially the Chiefs. But right now, to me, this is still the best team in the NFL until they start losing a number of games. Until the 49ers, for example, the other team that people have somehow convinced themselves are the best team in the NFL.
You say that as though you haven't convinced yourself that they are.
I have certainly not. I mean, over the next 3 weeks will tell us more. But right now, the Patriots are number one, even though the Cowboys have the most complete offense. I'm just not sure how many points they can put on this Patriots team.
Let's get into this Dallas Cowboys side then. They are 6-4. Their season is very much hanging in the balance right now. It is not clear cut they're going to make the playoffs, let alone have a deep run. The conventional wisdom on Dallas right now, if they don't make the NFC Championship game as a minimum, is bye-bye Jason Garrett.
And I think that is totally fair. They have got the talent to make the NFC Championship game. The only way they're going to make the playoffs is by winning the division. I don't think we're going to see a wild card team out of the East. It looks like right now the Vikings and the Seahawks are going to be in the playoffs. So they've got to win this division. And it's so tight. So tight. The Cowboys, their offense, in a way it's underachieved considering the talent that it's got and everything that's there. And they're not relying on Zeke quite as much as we thought they might.
At all. He's had 4 games with less than 60 rushing yards this season. What is going on? They've paid him. One of those key assets that they've decided to pay. Dak Prescott's going to be looking at that as well. And there's talk of maybe franchise tagging him. I don't know how that's going to play out. Amari Cooper's going to want to pay there as well. They've started off by paying Zeke. And if anything, he's become less productive since that happened.
Yeah, I thought that once they paid him, once they kind of gave in to his demands, that we were going to see them ride him all the way and just only give it to Dak when Zeke was hitting a wall. They do need to be using him more because I don't believe... I mean, there's the idea that if you have a couple of good running backs, and obviously he's beyond a good running back. I think he's probably the second best running back in the NFL as far as I'm concerned.
Behind Saquon.
Behind Saquon.
Well, right now, I'm not sure that's true.
I just mean in terms of talent. If I was starting an NFL franchise right now and I could pick any running back,
and they're all fully fit,
yeah,
go Saquon.
I would pick Saquon, and my number 2 would be Zeke.
Yeah.
So I would say if you're going to pay him, you want to use him. You don't want to be like, okay, we want to manage his time so we can get a long career out of him.
Sure.
Running backs don't have those long careers, although Zeke is a special talent.
Well, they do if you manage them in that way, though.
Yes, but if you are paying him big bucks right now, you've got to maximize that rather than...
Sure.
Yeah, because Jason Garrett, it's no use to him if it's like, I think Zeke is still going to be a weapon in 6 years' time. When if you aren't using him as a weapon right now, you are going to be...
Offensive coordinator for the Bengals.
Exactly. I was just about to say an assistant in Cincinnati. So...
Weird. I'm glad we're recording this because we will look back rather in 6 years' time and see how accurate that is.
Yeah, or when he's won his 6th Super Bowl.
And he'll call you out.
Yeah.
I was just stumbling on YouTube and found this Welsh guy calling me out.
Yeah, and that's what motivated me.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've only got themselves to blame if they don't make the NFC Championship. I was on the Monday show a few weeks back, and I said this is an NFC Championship team. I'm not sure they're as good as the Packers. I'm not actually sure they're as good as the Seahawks. But they've got the opportunity and the talent to make it to the NFC Championship game. And if they don't make it, then, they need a change.
they're not going to get a first-round bye. They should win the East, but it's unlikely they'll get a first-round bye.
Yeah, I think it's very unlikely. And you say they should win it. Yeah, they should, but the Eagles are still dangerous. You know, they're a tough out, and they aren't going to give up yet.
So what's your hunch? They hold out and take the East, even if it is a tough battle. Do they make the championship game? Do they keep Jason Garrett for at least another season? Is that what Cowboys fans want? I mean, they want the championship game, but a lot of Cowboys fans seem quite divided on whether they want Jason Garrett moving forward.
Well, yeah, it could be a double-edged sword in that they might make the NFC Championship game and be very happy, and then Garrett keeps his job, but they don't get over that hump. I'm gonna say it now. I think the Cowboys are going to lose to the Patriots. They are going to win the NFC East, and they are going to make it to the NFC Championship game, but they are not going to get to the Super Bowl.
Hope you enjoyed the Nat Coombs Show presented by Paddy Power Fantasy. There's plenty more where that came from. Just click subscribe to ESPN UK and you won't miss a trick.